Welcome back to the Art of Crypto. I'm JR, and if I'm yelling, it's because my microphone did not work last time. And I might even have to redo the candlestick video. But here we go. I haven't done a fixed range volume profile since I did one on my cell phone, so I feel like I should do one again. So let's do it. There's a couple ways you can use these. Fixed range volume profile is the free tool on the left hand side here by your setup boxes, by your long short tool, and your bar pattern, ghost feed, anchored VWAP, fixed range volume profile, and so on and so forth. So yeah. So I was just showing that you can drop these on the ranges to isolate these consolidations. So you can drop them like here's a range here. Let's isolate this right here. Boom. Something like that. Right after the move up. There. And just for an example here, I'll just show you how you can use them. Trade them. ZEC is a bad coin. There's a lot of wicks and like crazy stuff going on, but it's a printer. So typically when you get below value area low, I have mine set to pink, and I have my value area high set to blue. Just blue's bullish, it's high. Pink's bearish, it's low. Point of control is gray, and I have my row size set to like 260, so I can get lots of details, so I can see all the volume details in more bars. So I set mine like that. So typically when you're under value area low or even near it, you can start building a long position. Like, see how it front runs it sometimes? It didn't even tap it, but it just barely did. So you could do like a third of a position when you're approaching, when you're like almost at it, and you could do a third at it, and you could do a third below it. Just a chunk below it. You know, just average your entry in there somewhere. Take profits at the point of control, take profits at the value area high, start building a short, and do it the other way. And that works more often than not. I think it's got a good hit rate, pretty sure. You can check for yourself, but pretty sure. You have to use it in Confluence a bit and stuff, but it's pretty good, pretty good. It shows you all the trading volume within the range you selected. So like a range doesn't have to be a consolidation. A range could be the first candle of the day, the opening range, right? It's a time period, right? The range, like this could be a range. This whole chunk could be a range, right? From this point to this point, this is the range in which price traded in, right? And you could get all that data too if you want. If you wanted more data, you could do that. And right now you can see we're reacting off a bigger, like a macro-ish, a bigger pull, macro-ish, value area low. And then another way I use these, I'll show you. So I'll do a daily one for the previous day. So right now it's the 14th. So the 13th, the beginning of the 13th was right here. And that's basically this whole move down. You can isolate that for like scalping and intraday and stuff. Like this old data is like good to reference. Like here, let's throw it on just for a reference. There. See, we're reacting off that value area low too. All good, all good. These are good things. I would look for a long. Well, I'm already in a long. I already added to it. But yeah, so that's how you can use those. So I do a daily one, and then I would do a 3-day or a weekly one, just to get into the deets, you know. So we're on the 14th, so this is easy. Just go find the 7th. We'll do a weekly one on the 7th. 7th. Yeah, beginning of the 7th was right there. Boom. That's our weekly one. we're on the point of control here, and the macro value area low is right there. But we had another one right here too, though, right? If we just ignored this chop down here, it would have got this data more, so it just snugged the value area low up a bit, but no big deal. Oh, ooh, what am I doing? I don't want to move that. Anyways, so then I drop after a daily one, after a weekly one. I would do a monthly one for more data, just to keep like in the back of your head, right? Because it is relevant. So here we're on the 14th again. And then we want to go back. Oh, we already did a weekly. We did the weekly one. Sometimes I'll do a 2-week one too and a 3-week, but we'll just for the video's sake to make it quick. You can do whatever you want. Long story short is what I'm trying to say. Go back to the 14th. This is our monthly one. We get all the data from the previous month. Boom. So, to note, you could go down here. So careful with the longs, right? Use a stop loss. Size small enough that you can survive. What kind of swing is that? But it shouldn't go in a straight line, but it could. 23%. So yeah, survivable, low leverage, ladder in, size accordingly, if that's how you do it. But most people are way too much of their account and way too much leverage, so just use a tight stop loss. As God forbid you only make a little bit every day instead of a lot, rarely, right? God forbid. So yeah, anchor VWAP, fixed range volume profile. So then we could do an all-time one. Since how this coin hasn't been alive for that long, do an all-time one. This all-time one lines up with the monthly one, right? With our value area low and our point of control here. So that's a lot of juicy confluence on that level. That's probably why we reacted off it and started uptrending since there. Probably a good reason. So when we got to the top of this, I'd look for a short. That's how I use fixed range volume profiles. And then, oh yeah, so these volume gaps, price will fall through those quicker, typically. Same here, quicker, typically. That's why we get these faster moves here. There's a big volume gap. There wasn't lots of orders there, right? And these volume nodes, high volume nodes, just where it was a big bar, basically. That's how the point of control is found. It's the biggest bar in the most traded, 70% most traded range of the fixed range volume profile. So when you pull these macro ones, you can get more support and resistances off there. And you can mark them out if you want or whatever. Mark some high volume nodes. 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 And you can get as detailed as this with this as you want. You could hit this one too, because if you're scalping, you want to know about it. Here's one where the low volume kind of slowed, and then it rested here, and then your point of control, and then we can zoom in 15 minutes. You know, let's get reactions on them, eh? See? Just a little reaction, back down. Then we get above it, we got a reaction off this one, back down. And then a reaction off this one again, down. And then we get above it, we tease this one again, rejection. Chop around this, because there's more volume here, we got a reaction here, little reactions here. Then it flips these were resistance for a bit, and it flips them, boom. Flips them to support, see? Deviate slightly, but it finds support there. And then this one too, deviate slightly, finds support there. And you can adjust them if you want to. Like you can adjust them to, if you want pico reaction zones. nothing's 100%, but they're worth noting. Cause like look at this too, reaction, right? Rejection got above for a bit, but it fell right down too. So worth noting. These volume nodes are worth noting, in my opinion. And yeah, that's fixed range volume profiles, bros. Use them, don't use them. It's one of my favorite tools. And happy printing.